The end of the world is cancelled. So do not be afraid and go forth to do your healing work on this earth and on this humanity. Pay attention to what is dark and brewing ominously, but do not give it any importance, because the future is being shaped by your hands and not administered by the old rulers of this world. It is over. The torment that people have endured through incarnations, having to cope with existence after existence, alienated from the source and removed from God, is over. The light of God's love is spreading in all ways, and all areas of life are now being affected by this healing light of God's love. People find ways out and solutions, they create paths and gain courage. The end of the world is averted, the light prevails and triumphs over the darkness. Beloved people, the year 2025 marks a new beginning and a breakthrough for the age of light. Due to people's self-empowerment, the dark powers' gloomy visions of the future are losing their power. A new humanity is being born and people are rising to their true greatness and becoming aware of their power. All soulless, non-human life forms will continue their games with soulless non-human entities on an earth created for this purpose. I tell you, no human who has chosen the light will be part of this world. It is important that you internalize the choice you have made, and it is unimportant where you stand today, what spiritual consciousness carries you through the days, and with what eyes you look at events. The only thing that matters for your future is your choice. You will continue and complete your inner healing and clarification processes in a world where you are surrounded by caring beings and supported by a loving environment. For truly, I say to you, one earth will perish and one earth will rise again. These developments will usher in the year 2025 and the great cleansing will intensify and continue until the separation of the earth. 2025 with God. Do not be afraid. For heaven is with you in all your ways. Therefore, a living relationship, an intact connection to your spiritual reality is the linchpin of your happiness. To take deep roots in yourself and expand in God, to see your body as the house of your inner treasures, which will one day be left behind while you ascend with your inner treasures. Therefore, in 2025, direct all your attention to the spiritual anchoring of your consciousness in God. In this way, you will no longer avoid the demands of everyday life, but will go towards them. Mastering life, in the certainty of God's presence in your everyday life, that is the gift of time. Those who are ready for this have everything. Uprising has begun. The spiritual awakening of people continues and reaches a new dimension. Negative influences, manipulation, and attacks on the freedom of the human spirit continue and intensify, but are increasingly losing their effectiveness. More and more people can no longer be influenced by the dark manipulators. The upliftment of the world has begun as people move inwardly out of the depths of being and align themselves with the light, the higher being. The self-empowerment that people are now beginning to experience creates clarity and makes the distinction between truth and lies visible. Where do you stand in this game? How do you answer the question about your goal? So don't be afraid. Because your inner treasure is the currency that counts now and that opens all doors for you. What does your heart want? What does your soul long for? Where is your spirit taking you? Who are you and are you completing the cycle of your life? In the number of 9, everything you need is now provided for you to grow beyond yourself and transform yourself, and what previously seemed impossible will become possible. While a great storm is brewing outside and changing the world, you are being transformed and made new inside. So go in peace and live your purpose courageously. The time for it is now.